Welcome back to another episode of the Out of Shape All-Stars. As you can see, Dev is not here. I don't think we need to go around the introductions. The only introduction that matters right now is our closer, the Sandman. You see him there in the red do-rag or towel and his red sheets where the magic goes down. You know why he has red sheets? Because he don't want that shit showing. Our closer, Decap, in the building.
EQ could never close like I close.
Yeah, definitely not. That's, again, red sheets. Bold choice. All right, so we're going to get right into the NFL. We're not going to talk about what this is.
Fuck all that. My name is Andrew, by the way.
Ooh.
Okay.
Introduction
so
to me, nigga.
All right.
I like that.
Your Franks and Beans is being Franks and Beans again. I should have pre-warned you before that, but that's neither here nor there. Let's talk what everybody came here for, the NFL. We'll talk about the other sports later. But first game, we had the Giants. So Johnny and Kev's team versus the Washington football team and Charles DiCaprio's team.
How'd that go for y'all?
It ain't go well. Giants gave that game up.
Definitely gave that game up twice.
No, not twice. We won that game.
Yeah, but the Giants gave the game up twice.
Right.
You get an interception inside the 30. You're not aggressive on first and second.
First
down.
turnover the whole game, right?
Yeah, exactly. Third down, can't convert. Right? Kick a field goal. Down two.
Listen. How many yards Saquon had?
They're going to have like 30 yards or something.
No, he had like 50. Yeah, 50.
Did he? I thought he had like 38
Saquon
yards.
had 57 rushing yards and caught two balls for 12 yards.
And how many passing yards Daniel Jones had?
Daniel Jones, sorry. Oops, I apologize. 249. And with one touchdown. He went 22 for 32.
And how much rushing yards Daniel Jones had?
95.
Okay.
For a touchdown.
Listen, that's not enough.
Wait, but can I say the second
hold
time
on,
they gave the game up?
Hold on. That's not enough to win. And who was my quarterback?
Taylor Heineke, the divisional round hero that came up just short against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Y'all lost to the nigga that shouldn't have been playing in week 2. Y'all didn't give up that game. We went and won that game.
Nah, we gave it up. If Slay didn't catch that touchdown, that was game over. That's the facts.
Nigga, Terry McLaurin had damn near fucking 11
All right.
catches.
But either way,
11 catches for 107
Slay doesn't
yards.
drop that bomb, the game's over. We up 10 points.
Listen, I agree with that. I understand that, but that's not even the second thing that I'm talking about. The second thing that we gave up the game is the obvious offsides at the end of the game when there's a kick missed.
I would almost argue that the clock management by one Joe Judge is what led the Washington football team to even be in that position. You barely ran the ball when you were actually having a decent job running the ball. And again, my big thing with Daniel Jones is like, yeah, he's getting more accurate and he's making less mistakes. But he's like he's not hitting his receivers in stride. These guys are dropping down to the ground to catch the ball while the clock is still running. You left Washington. You left them 2.5 minutes.
No, it wasn't 2.5 minutes, but that speaks to my first point is we converted the ball with 2:20. We got an interception with 2:26 or something like that on the clock.
They're not getting my point, Ed. We won the game because we won the game. Y'all was never supposed to even be close in the game with us. Taylor Heineke started for us and killed y'all. He outplayed Daniel Jones as quarterback.
334 completions on 46 attempts, 326 yards, 2 touchdowns.
So what if they thrown and running? The play Daniel Jones had that 90-yard, well, he had like a 40-yard run, the big run, because niggas let him run the ball. Everybody ran downfield.
Yeah, Washington.
And they called a kick. They called
from what I saw, Washington was basically daring the Giants to throw the ball.
Exactly. They was backing off. And that's why he got the good amount of rushing yards. But Taylor Heineke literally went out there and made plays.
Yo, I'm not going to lie. If they didn't take that thing, Daniel Jones would have had over 100 rushing yards. Y'all forget he ran the 50-yard
touchdown. But that's what I'm saying. But listen.
And Slayton dropped a wide open bomb, make us up double digits, 2-possession game.
So what? Diami Brown dropped a wide open pass.
So who?
Diami Brown. Look, y'all don't even watch the game. Y'all don't even know who the niggas is.
I watched the whole game. When did he drop a wide open pass?
In like the first or the second quarter. It was early in the game.
It was the first quarter, and it could have easily went to the crib, but it wasn't as open as Slayton. Like that was just complete blown coverage. Listen, but I'm not even dwelling on that. That shit, yeah, it shouldn't have happened, but just the way that like clock possession at the end of the game, the shit was horrible. If we got the ball back and still only kicked the field goal,
listen, we beat y'all
under 2 minutes.
We beat y'all. We got the better running back right now. We damn sure got the better defense. We damn sure got the better coach.
Yeah, I agree on all accounts. And I'm not even trying to hate. I agree. I don't like the way that Joe Judge managed the clock then.
Cowgirls got the talent, and Philly got some heart, but this shit is ours.
Big, bold statement from our closer. Johnny Kev, any closing remarks on the Giants season at this point?
He's got to march forward and try to win the next couple of games. Got to win.
Who got the better running back right now?
I'm all the Giants. Like, not even a debatable question. Like the I'll take
now.
Saquon at 20% before I take anybody else.
Kev, stop dick riding. Kev,
right now,
who got the better running back
right now?
Right now.
He gonna say the Cowboys.
Oh, time out.
Antonio Gibson.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Wait. You know what's funny? Daniel Jones had more rushing yards than that nigga too. I'm taking Daniel Jones too. That's two niggas I'm taking over him.
Okay.
Oh, all right then.
You just said he had more rushing yards.
He had more rushing yards than him.
So?
All right.
How many rushing yards Taylor Heineke? Taylor Heineke even a better runner than fucking Daniel Jones.
And at least he don't trip and fall when he's right.
You said whoa?
Right.
You said what?
Right.
Do you remember what he did in divisional?
No, I said he won't trip it. I said at least Taylor Heineke won't trip and fall.
No, I'm talking to John because John was talking shit.
I said that. I heard what you said, and I just.
All right, we can talk about this game all day.
We got the best running back in the East.
I fully agree with that statement. All right, on to the 1 o'clock games. We got Raiders, Steelers. Raiders with the win, 26-17 final score. Derek Carr.
I didn't waste my time watching that game.
Derek Carr's
we didn't get that game, but we did get the end of it once your bum ass game went off.
Yeah.
And the end was really good.
Yeah, Derek Carr, 382 yards, 2 touchdowns. On the other side for Big Ben, 295 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The only big highlight for this game for me was obviously it's like, the Raiders are. Should we take them seriously? I don't know yet. It's still too early to tell, especially with this extended season. I have no idea what we're actually getting from these teams. Josh
Jacobs didn't even play.
Yeah, Josh Jacobs is out. But Najee Harris put a big grown-ass man stiff arm. I forgot who the corner was for the Raiders. Oh, no, it was the safety, Abrams.
It wasn't 24. That impressive.
I mean, but he got fucking sent. I mean, he went vertical just like your boy Josh Norman went against Derrick Henry. No. Again, for a rookie to do that, to turn somebody horizontal.
No, he's a big boy. I think this stiff arm was worse than that Josh Norman one. Like Josh Norman's momentum, was a lot like a big part of that.
No.
What?
No.
But you got to run the tape on those.
Yeah, pull the video. Henry grabs him and then throws him down. Like he literally flips him.
But Josh Norman had way more momentum trying to get to that point of the tackle than the other kid.
Abrams is running on an angle.
Well, Dev's gonna put the clip in here. You guys watch it on your own. It was a best stiff arm of the week.
OSA Instagram poll. Do the video on the video. Telling you Josh Norman.
No, of course. Josh Norman's Derrick Henry's was way more electric. But I'm saying shout out to the young guy for putting a big stick on somebody. All right.
Drew, you put your big stick on somebody?
Next up, we got the Niners-Eagles game. Final score of this, 17-11 in favor of the San Francisco 49ers. Jimmy G, nothing crazy impressive, as he always does, but still finds a way to win a game. 189 yards to 1 touchdown, and then actually did run in for 1, while big injury to Elijah Mitchell. Obviously, everyone went crazy looking for him in the waiver wire this week. Sucks to be you. Now he's hurt. And then on the Eagles side, again, Decap said it. I mean, I've been saying it. I think this team is just having fun. They have a lot of heart. They're trying their best. They know that they're not going to be good this year. I didn't believe in Jalen Hurts. I still don't believe in Jalen Hurts. But if this game showed us anything, is that week 1 against the Falcons are just a really bad football team.
And if I'm just being honest, he's better than Daniel Jones too.
Oof. Shots are being taken in the NFC East.
That's another running back better than Gibson too, right?
Okay.
That sounds like hate to me. But hold on, before we leave off of them,
yeah,
it was bad news too. It's always fuck the Eagles, but that sad news what happened to what's my man on the defensive side? Got hurt for the rest
Brandon
of the year.
Jake.
Not Jacobs. Yeah, Brandon Graham.
Brandon Graham. I like Brandon Graham. He's like a solid dude.
What was the injury on there?
Was it his knee?
I think, but it's out for season, so that's always bad.
Well, we'll wish him a speedy recovery.
Achilles.
And another thing on this game too, Jimmy G, you got 2 more games before you lose your job.
That's
more than 2.
I agree with that 100%.
They're gonna go to Trey Lance.
Yeah, because it's not exciting enough.
I mean, honestly, they have to.
This next game pains me just a little bit, but Titans, Browns, final score 31-21, but it seemed a lot bigger than that.
Texans, Browns.
Oh, sorry, Texans. But Tyrod goes down again, man. Fucking Tyrod was the hero last week. Was the story again.
Me and Cap was just talking about that on the phone. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, Davis Mills had to step in and finish off this game, but
that's his name, Davis Mills.
Yeah, Davis is his first name too, which is super fucking weird. But again, fucking Tyrod. We
disclaimer: is he white?
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
Davis is a white name.
Well, Davis is a black last name. Well, technically, all black names are white names because
Yeah, but I don't think I've ever heard of a white kid named Davis.
Davis is his first name. Davis is the last name.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Davis. I mean, if it's David, I'm sure he goes by Dave. I don't know. It's super weird. But again, we love Tyrod Taylor on this podcast. We don't think he ever got a fair shake. Obviously, having to leave Buffalo to make room for Josh Allen, going to the Chargers, then getting stabbed in the chest and allegedly stabbed in the chest to make room for Justin Herbert.
All that bad stuff being said, he fucked Dre up.
Hey, yo.
Damn.
If y'all know who that is, y'all should look up.
If y'all don't know who that is, insert the picture right here, Dev.
Yeah, he got it. He's done it. Look at it. It's right there. Bam, perfect. Good job, Dev.
Damn.
And on the Brown side, it just seems like it's very easy to do for Baker to just kind of sit back and just run the ball because he's got Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb, who combined went for over 120 yards and a touchdown. Obviously, Nick Chubb getting that big run. I think it was his 8th attempt or whatever. But Baker did throw a touchdown to Felton. And also other side of this story
but Jarvis
as well.
Is out, right?
Jarvis is now out, and OBJ, God knows when he's going to show up. But
they're saying it's looking like close to a go for week 3.
Okay, well, they're definitely going to need him again if they want to keep that
They got
offense.
young guys. They got People Jones and other people.
Next up, we got Broncos, Jags. Teddy Two Gloves does it again. 328 yards. He's definitely going to do it again next week. 328 yards for 2 touchdowns. Nothing crazy on the run game with Melvin Gordon and Javonte Williams.
And just for fantasy, our fantasy league, you can ask Johnny because I caught a body with him first week, and I remember I said I picked the Broncos defense because they're playing the Giants week 1. The Broncos defense been cooking. Thank you, Johnny. They killed the Giants too.
On the other side, Urban Meyer's Urban Meyer's probably gonna quit pretty soon because he's not used to losing, and neither is Trevor Lawrence. Big struggling day for him. 14 out of 33 attempts, which is way under 50% completion percentage. Only 118 yards to 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. It just looks like the Jaguars are just a bad football team, and it is what it is. With Trevor Lawrence, they hope to build on something. Me and Decap were really high on Marvin Jones coming into the season. He did what he needed to do, getting his touchdown. Looks like he's leading. Go ahead. Yeah, he's leading.
Touchdown machine.
Yeah, so he's leading the targets on this team, and it doesn't look like they're going to really be looking to air it out to anybody else. There's really nobody on this team that scares you. You hope that James Robinson really tries to step it up to help the run game out a little bit.
Because Chark is mad nice if he played anywhere else.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know about that Levis something junior kid.
You're talking about I don't know how to say his last name.
I don't either. But
Shanat.
Yeah, but I thought Shanat Jr. got hurt too.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he got hurt in this game too.
Sounds like they need to sign my man Tim Tebow back. Get that positive energy.
Yeah, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
They should get T.O. They need veterans.
Yeah, that's the solution.
I never terrible idea.
That is the solution, I bet. Next up, Panthers Saints. So again, this is that extended season. What's going on? You go from the Saints blowing out the Patriots to basically almost getting blown out. Sorry, the Packers. So almost getting blown out by Carolina. Sam Darnold looked awesome. 305 yards for 2 touchdowns and only 1 interception. But it does help to have one of the best running backs that should have been
really
taken.
Fucking does.
That should have been taken in the first couple of rounds. And I know Gettleman did that in Carolina and thought lightning could strike twice in New York with Saquon Barkley, but that didn't turn out to be that well. Christian McCaffrey, 5 catches on 65 yards, and then rushed for 72.
What did Robbie have?
Robbie, 3 for 38. So not a big game for him. The guy that really emerged in this game for them, again, obviously DJ Moore is very good, but the tight end Arnold got a lot more touches this week. Only got, I think, on 5 targets, he got 3 receptions and 55 yards. So not bad for them. And then on the Saints side of things, didn't see what you wanted from Kamara. Only had 8 attempts for 5 yards. So I don't know. Maybe that Carolina defensive front is really good. I mean, they did
number 1 defense in the league right now.
Yeah, they got 4 sacks on Sam Darnold. I don't know how many sacks they got in this game. I will pull it up though. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so the Saints got 4 sacks in this game. The Panthers got 4 sacks in this game. So maybe this team is really good. Defensively. Matt Rule's obviously changing the culture. That's what he's been known for. Doing it at Temple. That's where Robbie Anderson came from. Obviously, the connection there. So again, or is this just week 2? Are the Saints what the Saints were week 1, or are you going to get the week 2 Saints in week 3? What do you guys think on that?
Who they play week 3?
I will fast forward for you for that, but let's see. Saints play the Patriots in New England.
They're gonna win that game.
That's what I'm saying, but it's like, what version of them are you going to get? Are you going to get week 1 that almost killed the Packers, or week 2 who damn near got blown out by the Panthers? I mean,
it's gonna be like.
They're on the road. They're gonna catch that L, but that's
we can use this to transition into the game that Eddie, for whatever reason, doesn't want to fucking talk about. But I'm
going in order of what I see.
Yeah. All right. Anyway,
I really am.
No, but before you go to that, Bill Belichick is about to make Jameis look like Jameis.
Yeah, that's a strong possibility.
Pre-LASIK again. All right. Next up, we've got the Rams and the Colts. This game was definitely closer than the final score says. It was way out of reach, more than the final score says. Final score 27-24 in favor of the Rams. Matthew Stafford loving his new home, 2 touchdowns. Both of them going to my guy Cooper Kupp, who had 163 yards receiving and over 9 receptions. And then Darrell Henderson did what Darrell Henderson does. It looks like he's going to lead that backfield.
He's hurt.
He's hurt now?
Yeah,
all right, cool. So finally, Sony Michel can actually get some play, who got 10 attempts and 46 yards. Hopefully he gets the touchdowns this game. And Carson Wentz looked like Carson Wentz. I know what they were trying to do.
Yo, he got hurt too.
Yeah, getting the ball out of his hand quick. I know that they tried, but he had a really, really terrible shuffle pass that literally fell right into the defender's lap.
A shovel pass.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. I don't know how that's possible.
That's probably one of the worst picks you're gonna see all year.
And it looks like Jacoby Eason will be the starter next week if what's his name can't get healthy.
I don't think Carson Wentz is gonna play. I know his injury. He sprained both his ankles.
that guy can't catch a break. I'm back on my Nick Foles will be a Indianapolis Colt by the end of the week. So when we get to it, I'm just going to tell you now, my bold prediction is that fucking Nick Foles ends up on the goddamn Colts. Obviously nothing real else to say here. And the blowout of the week, Buffalo Bills 35-0 against the Miami Dolphins in Miami. Josh Allen didn't have to do too much as Devin Singletary and Zach Moss ran in for a total of 3 touchdowns combined. Josh Allen did throw for 2. And Tua, Kev's boy Tua, went down in this game real early.
So, was it like the first quarter they say he went down?
Yeah. So Jacoby tried to step up, but
did he break his rib or he bruised his rib?
No, it says bruised right now, but they're not saying how severe. But
yeah, but if it's
they're talking about he might not play versus who else bruised their rib and might come back. Like Amari Cooper, like so. I think his like bone bruise is worse, like just bad.
Well, he can get more shots to the ribs than Amari can.
They play the Raiders. They play the Raiders next week.
Yeah, tough matchup. Nothing else to say. This game was a blowout. And now, Kev, since I am going in order, we can talk about my New York Jets against the New England Patriots. Final score of that game was 25-6. Not a great look for my guy, Zach Wilson, only 210 yards. Not one, like a typical, not 2, not 3, but 4 interceptions. But go ahead, Kev, you have something to say? Go ahead.
No, it was just like a typical bad Jets game to watch. It's just the first time that you really see like the Patriots struggle too. Like the
it was bad.
Not a good game.
Terrible. Yeah, the Patriots played terrible.
Bad game. So,
again, we did give them 2 touchdowns, so this score looks way different than it should be. But Devin McCourty takes one for 6, and so does Phillips. Look, I'm going to say what it is. I praised Zach Wilson last week. I said how much of a good mood I was in last week. This week, not that much, but the way you look at it is like I'm glad that he got it out of his system. You know what I mean? It's like good. Like I'd rather this game the second week of his career as opposed to year 2. I'm still hopeful and still thinking that he's going to get better. But if he's still doing this in a year, then it's clearly a problem. Right now,
to my point, why I wanted this to be as a transition, the Saints could beat the Patriots.
Oh, 100%. The Patriots aren't good.
No, what I watched was a very bad game.
Yeah, let's look at the other side offensively for the Patriots.
It's rookie quarterbacks, you know?
Offensively for the also Bill Belichick is now 9-0 when it comes to playing rookie quarterbacks. So I'm just saying. And also the number 1 pick struggled more than Zach Wilson did. Mac Jones had 186 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Damian Harris put the team on his back. Mac Jones did actually push him in for that that touchdown, so I will give him a little bit of credit there. But 16 attempts, 62 yards, and 1 big touchdown. James White also rushed for 1 as well. But other than that, that's 14 points. Then the other points came from the defensive side. And again, even defensively, they were getting burned on a couple of plays here. We saw that last week against Miami. I think the Saints or the Patriots have not played a quarterback that can, actually throw the ball over their head. Obviously playing against Tua, who I don't believe in, and obviously can't. I haven't seen him throw the ball over 40 yards. But Jameis, as we know, slings it. I think absolutely, yeah, you can link up with anybody down there.
Listen, but Jameis is known for throwing interceptions. And Johnny, what's my man name opposite of Stephen Gilmore?
J.C. Jackson on the Patriots. J.C. Jackson.
Jackson been eating, and listen, Jameis gonna give him at least 2 interceptions. So that's gonna be back-to-back weeks that Jackson has 2 interceptions in a game.
That's fine. He can have as many interceptions as he wants, but that's not going to equate to a win for the Patriots.
It is.
It might.
All right. Either way, I was not impressed. And also after the game, Bill Belichick praised Zach Wilson, so that's positive. Bill Belichick doesn't say that about quarterbacks always. Just saying.
He says that about every.
Just saying. He did. He praised them. Just saying. Just saying.
Every quarterback.
Just saying. Next up, we got Bengals, Bears, Andy Dalton. Thank God. I fucking hate that I said. I hope he's okay. It looks like it's not an ACL tear, not an MCL tear. But if you are a fan of Chicago, I know we have a lot of Chicago listeners here. I know you guys are thrilled because Justin Fields looks like, hopefully, will take the starting job over there. He didn't look great. Let's call it what it is. 6 for 13, only 60 yards and an interception. But he did rush for 31 yards, which was good for him. Andy Dalton was the only guy to throw the touchdown on the game for them. Allen Robinson catching that touchdown. But yeah, Bengals kind of blew it. Joe Burrow did not look good. Second-year quarterback who everyone praises and everyone loves. Also 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions. Joe Mixon, fantasy owners of Joe Mixon, I know you're pretty upset. But fantasy owners of Jamar Chase, Decap, you and I did not believe in this kid, and he's now got 2 touchdowns and over 130 yards on the season.
Not that I didn't believe in him. It's when he said, "I've been dropping passes because the balls is different."
Oh yeah, that too, because the ball doesn't have a little white spot on it.
I said, nah, that sounds like an excuse to me.
Yeah. But yeah, Bears fans rejoice. Hopefully, Justin Fields is now your starting quarterback. All right, now on to
anybody that drafted Joe Mixon and thought he was going to kill in fantasy.
Right.
I feel sorry for
him. He might listen. It's week 2. It's week 2.
It is week 2.
We got one more bad game to get out of the way, and then we are on to the drama. So final score of this game was 48-25, but again, it was way worse earlier on. It looks like the Buccaneers, took a little step back here. Tom Brady doing Tom Brady things as he always does. 24 out of 36, 275 yards and 5 touchdowns. 2 of them going to Gronk. 2 of them going to Mike Evans. 1 going to Godwin. Shout out. I believe it was. Mike Evans, who gave the ball to a grown man instead of a kid. So shout out Mike Evans on his second touchdown. If they always give it to the kids, fuck the kids, son. They don't even know what the fuck that shit is. They're gonna probably lose it. They're gonna get it deflated.
Shout out to the guy who I said, I'm about to drive Gronk right now. They said, nah, don't drive Gronk.
Yeah, that was So
Who said that?
I said not to draft Gronk as early.
I was about to draft Gronk right after you.
Yeah, and then shout out Gerbino, who is probably 0-2 in our league anyway, who has Gronk, and he's wasting his time over there. But Gerbino does have Gronk on that team, and Gronk now has what?
Want him to trade him to you?
Gronk now has 4 touchdowns.
3? Yeah, I was gonna say 3 or 4 touchdowns. I think it's 4
on the year.
Package. I offered him a super package. He declined it.
Yeah. And I guess on the Falcons side, again, this game did get close at the end there. I know there was a point where the game was a 1 touchdown lead, and then Birdie went right down there and scored again. But good news again, if you're a fantasy owner, good news to see Kyle Pitts actually finally contributing to the offense. Calvin Ridley had a good game. And this guy, Cordell Patterson, who's a running back receiver, I don't know what the fuck he is. He can do it all. It's weird. He's wearing number 84, so it's very confusing. I don't know exactly what he is. These new numbers are fucking me up. Next up, Cardinals-Vikings. This game
that was insane.
Was so fun. Again, I know I've been a stickler for Kyler Murray and the whole offense. I don't really like Cliff Kingsbury. I don't like their whole deal. I don't like what's happening over there. I don't think that this could be sustainable. Let's just be real. I know the defense got way better. I know Chandler Jones is cooking because you got J.J. Watt on the other side or whatever it might be. J.J. did, however, take out Dalvin Cook in this game and not take him out, but, he hurt him and obviously was very apologetic, to which led to the Vikings offensive line trying to fight him, even though he was just trying to console him. And again, usually I'm not on J.J. Watt's side, but on this point I was on J.J. Watt's side. He was just trying to make sure he was okay. Turns out Dalvin Cook was fine. I guess we'll just talk about Dalvin real quick. 131 yards, no touchdowns on 22 attempts, and he did catch 2 for 17. And while we're on it, we might as well just keep going. Kirk Cousins, no interceptions this week, played an awesome game for 244 yards. This kid, KJ Osborne, looks like he's filling in the Thielen role. Looks like Thielen's taking a back seat. Justin Jefferson, you're not seeing much from him. But all 3 of them do catch touchdowns in this game. But the real story, and the game obviously went down to the wire.
Another person, Kirk Cousins is better than Daniel Jones.
This game went down to the wire on a missed field goal. Guys that emerged in this game to me was RJ Moore, I believe is his name, or Rondell Moore. I think that the running game, like, we make jokes about the Ravens all the time, where it's like, oh yeah, if they don't have running backs, it doesn't matter. They have Lamar. I think their lead running back is Kyler Murray. Kyler had 31 yards on this. Obviously, Chase Edmond led the yards, but Kyler Murray did rush in for 1 2. So 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, over 400 yards evenly, which is crazy that he did that, and 1 rushing touchdown. The game was fun, man. It went right down to the absolute wire. Speaking of that absolute wire, we got the Seahawks and the Titans. And boy, was this a fucking football game. Early on, Titans looked like they were losing this game. The Titans did look like they were going to get blown out again. Tannehill couldn't convert the ball if he couldn't throw the ball if he wanted to. Wasn't getting time, getting sacked all the time. Surprisingly, didn't throw any interceptions. Also, didn't throw any touchdowns. But when all else fails, feed Derrick Henry. And when you're down and you're losing, and most teams usually throw the ball, you feed Derrick Henry, and it don't matter. You just feed Derrick Henry. He gets stronger as the day goes. 35 attempts for Derrick Henry. At some point, I don't know when his ticker is going to tick. But they are putting mileage on him. But 182.
I'm just hoping it's not this year, and I get more wins out of fantasy football for us.
Yeah, and something to take note of: Taylor Lewan did not start.
That's a fact too.
He didn't play.
Yeah,
that's a starting left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
And he still went crazy like that.
Yeah. So in regular time, Derrick Henry rushed for 182 and 3 touchdowns, but did get the 4th to walk it off. Derrick Henry was the one that also put them in position to make that play or to make it to overtime. Seattle Tyler Lockett, I feel like, catches the same ball every fucking game. 178 yards, just that fucking overhand bucket thing. It's fucking crazy. It's like, is this a repeat? Is this a rerun? Like, oh no, it's the same fucking game.
Told you that too. When everybody's picking DK high, I said Tyler Lockett really still the guy. Mm-hmm. He's gonna get touchdowns.
Yeah, and speaking of DK, 6 catches, only 53 yards, no touchdowns for DK, who went way, way higher than Tyler Lockett. Chris Carson also did suffer a minor injury in this game, but he still rushed for 2 touchdowns. And our boy Cecil Wilson, Kev's guy, Sierra's man, Future's stepfather, 343 yards for 2 touchdowns. And that was an awesome game. Honestly, it was the best game of the week, in my opinion. And a game that felt like it went on forever. Cowboys, Chargers. I thought there was like 100 lead changes here. Oh, also, I want to go right back to the Seattle, back to the Tennessee Seattle game. That game should not have gone into overtime, and that game should have been over right after overtime. Julio Jones did catch that ball. That was a touchdown. That was 100% a touchdown. And then secondly, and then in overtime, Russell Wilson definitely.
And you were wrong too. Game of the week was definitely Monday night.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, Monday night game.
Monday night game was fun.
Jeez, bro.
Also Russell Wilson definitely intentional grounding. That was a safety, but refs wanted to keep it going. It doesn't matter. Derrick Henry got what he needed to get. Back to the Cowboys Chargers. Cowboys win this game 20-17 on a final kick by Greg the Leg. Dak, as Kev mentioned earlier, did not have a good game. 237 yards, no touchdowns to an interception. Tony Pollard looks like they're going to use him a lot more in this offense. We saw it in week 1 against Tampa Bay, but they weren't going to run the football against that really good defense. But now you can see Tony Pollard actually involved in the game a little bit more. Zeke still getting his yards, though, and getting his touchdown. But Tony Pollard had 109 rushing yards for a touchdown, and I believe he went 3 for 31 in receptions. Zeke caught a couple, too. CeeDee Lamb, nowhere to be found. CeeDee Lamb actually had an okay game, 81 yards. And Amari Cooper was nowhere to be found with only three catches for 24 yards. And then on the other side, we had Justin Herbert throwing touchdown, 2 interceptions, 338 yards. Austin Eckler did get banged up in this game, or did he not get banged up in this game? I don't know exactly what his status is going forward, but Justin Jackson will probably take over if he does miss any time. But Keenan Allen does Keenan Allen things, getting another game where he gets over 100 yards. That man is unstoppable.
We're not going to talk about they called 2 penalties on 2 Charger potential touchdowns. But now I really lost money because of that game.
Nah, they really called a lot back for no reason.
I don't understand. I didn't watch the game, but how did Micah play at defensive end?
Again, I saw that game on Red Zone. I will tell you what. Oh, you talking about Micah Parsons?
Yeah,
he did get. I felt like he actually Herbert gave him a nice little he held his head down for a little bit while he got a ball off, and I think that was one of the penalties that they called hands to the face, John. But Micah Parsons, let's see if they have him for anything. Don't really have him for much. He had, that's it. He got accounted for 1 sack. Hang on 1 second. Where are you? I just lost him. Where are you? And he only got 2 tackles in this game. I don't know. It did for some reason. It's not showing me pass deflections, but
a sack is solid.
A sack is solid. A sack
is solid, but 2 tackles. I feel like he was getting, he was averaging a fucking double-digit tackles. That's what I was gonna assume from him in the NFL.
Yeah. Again, he did get fucking, like I said, Dev had the clip. I mean, Justin Herbert literally put a stiff arm on him. It was fucking insane.
The Chargers definitely do a lot of medium deep plays. They wasn't really short and plays, so he wasn't probably in the mix a lot because they was throwing it downfield. Then the Cowboys were gonna stop whatnot. But that game was completely RIGGED.
Mm-hmm. So, John, you're saying this as
Drew, what he spell?
Huh? I was not paying attention.
Yeah, sure.
That's bad, bro.
Sure.
I'm trying to work out this trade real quick. So hold
on. Drew, working out trades in the middle of podcasting, so that's very professional. All right, on to your game, Drew. Let's talk about the Chiefs and your Baltimore Ravens.
Let's go.
Okay, let me set it up, and then you can talk your shit.
It started off dark for me though. Those two interceptions by Lamar Jackson in the first, that first pick 6 by what was his fucking name? I know shit. What's that corner on fucking Chiefs?
Plays football.
And he's not a corner. He's safety.
Safety, yeah. No,
he has a very, very valid nickname that everyone knows him by.
Honey Badger?
Yeah.
Yo, can y'all just say his name and stop being so
Tyrann
condescending?
Did I not just say Honey Badger?
Yeah, it's Honey Badger, bro. Yeah, it's a Honey Badger. That shit was, but it started off dark, but
yeah, brutal. But anyway, I'll set up the game and then you can talk your shit. Patrick Mahomes, 343 yards, 3 touchdowns to 1 interception. Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumble that led to the ultimate demise of this Chiefs game. This Chiefs loss. Kelsey had possibly one of the craziest runs I think I've seen thus far this year. I think that was the catch and run of the week. If I could say that.
If Clyde doesn't fumble, Johnny would have won the pool this week.
Yeah, right? If Clyde doesn't fumble,
but he did. I was praying for that fumble.
I would have won the pool this week if
I was praying for that
Vikings
fumble,
won that game.
Yeah.
The Chargers game wasn't rigged.
The Chargers game? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Right.
On the other side of things, Lamar Jackson, 338 yards, 1 touchdown,
339 yards, but I ain't going
39, whatever.
Nah, 239 passing and
107 rushing.
Yeah.
I have it right here, and I'm gonna say it. He also rushed for 2. Did a cool little backflip in there. Hollywood Brown.
Don't do that.
Hollywood Brown he actually caught a football and ran it for a pretty good run there. So 113 yards there. And a touchdown. And then, of course, John Harbaugh being John Harbaugh, I think he had the bet. I think this is like the bet. Obviously, Clyde Edwards-Helaire fumbles the football there. I love this move from him, too, where he made sure that everyone caught him on camera, right? It's like, no shit. Of course you're going to fucking go for it. Of course you're going to go for it. But he did the perfect move. He said, hey, Lamar, hey, Lamar, do you want to go for it?
Yes.
So then that way, if they fucking failed, he would have been like, well, my quarterback wanted to go, and he had an easy cop out. He had an easy cop out. He had an easy cop out.
We got Lamar. He wasn't going to fail on that play. Listen, so it was 4-1
with the running quarterback.
He wasn't going to fail on that.
The best highlight from this matchup is Lamar bumping the Kodak in the car after the game, talking shit.
Nah, actually, the best play was the jump pass. It was the jump pass that he did to Marquise Brown.
Just call him Hollywood.
I know his real name, Marquise Brown, Hollywood Brown, same thing. Know his real name.
All right, on to Monday Night Football, which for some people, they were very, very happy having Aaron Jones and Aaron Rodgers on their team. And for others, they were very, very upset, even if they had Derrick Henry. It did not matter. Aaron Rodgers is very confusing. I don't know if he hates the Packers or if he loves the Packers or if he wants to win or if he doesn't want to win. But definitely showed up from week one. 255 yards for 4 touchdowns, with basically all of them except for one going to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones caught hold on, I gotta find out all of his stats. 5 for 48 and 3 of them being touchdowns. Rodgers' other touchdowns went to Kev's guy Robert Tonyan. But don't sleep on Devontae. Devontae had 121 yards for 8 receptions. And Aaron Jones did rush in for another. Bad game for DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams. Jamal Williams, awesome pre-game interview where he was talking his shit and he said he was going to do the Lambeau leap and all that other shit. Ends up not doing anything, only rushing for 25 yards on 7 attempts.
That's a no.
I wanted him to get it, man. Jamal Williams is hilarious in his press conferences these days. I don't know, it's because he's got a new home. He said they didn't want me, so it's like, what did he say? He was like, it's like when you get a rebound and now she wants to take me out, she wants to pay me, she wants to wine and dine me. Referring to the Packers not paying them back, but the Packers are back.
Hey, what's up?
How the fuck is that?
Yo.
Hey.
From DR.
Oh, he's definitely calling in from DR with his wife beater on. Boy, what did you just do?
What's poppin', Dan?
What did you just do? He's too
What's
happy.
He's
too happy. What did you just do?
He got a sweat line down the middle of his chest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's hot as fuck, nigga. That's why.
Yeah, sure. It's the heat for sure.
Over there eating butt.
Not yet. Not yet. It's too early.
Yeah, we're still on the NFL. We just finished the NFL recap.
Oh, okay. Well, just chime in. Hold it down while I'm gone, man. Drew, do you, Drew? Cause you the king of this shit. Don't let these niggas stop you, bro.
I know I am. I know I am.
Hold it down, man.
Drew, tell them what you told us earlier about DQ and Ed.
Oh, all right. Who wants to knock out more between Ed and DQ?
Yeah.
Either one, he gonna lose. So I don't know about that. Well, he might knock out DQ. Wait, is DQ here?
Nah.
Of course not.
I think DQ will watch that, man.
Man, DQ ass can't take a punch. He all sick and shit. That nigga get hit one time in the stomach. It's over, Drew. Drew got that one. Now, Ed,
you know what's even crazy? That's exactly what Drew gonna do.
Yeah.
Hit DQ ass right in the stomach. It's quiet for DQ. Ed though, Ed might give him a run and shit. Ed got that dome piece. Ed might give him that head. So, all right, niggas, hold it down. I'm gonna live my life. I'll see y'all niggas next week.
All right, man.
Kick him. Don't let him talk his
Later.
Don shit.
All right, that was Dev on his 2-year anniversary. Can't believe it's been 2 years for them. So shout out to them on vacation in DR. Good for them. All right, so next thing I was going to do, usually what we do is we go right into our pick'ems, but we could talk a little bit about all the other sports happening in the around the world, around the league. I know that baseball's getting close. Yankees got Severino back. That's good, but we lose 2 out of 3 to the Cleveland Indians. Sevy's on the mound right now. Today, we record Tuesdays.
Yeah,
this
Sevy's on the mound Thursday. Right now, and he might get this last strikeout to win the game. Like the Yankees right now, until we're ready to put him in a starting rotation, might have the best closer in the league. I know it's just his first start, but he looks good. 2 innings, I think is perfect for him to start. He's at 29 pitches. If he could stay under 35 for 2 innings, if he's ready for the playoffs and we get in, I'm happy to see him, man.
Yankees gave
That's
up a
it,
lot
game
of
right
games,
there.
unfortunately.
It's good to see Sevy back, man.
A lot of games this year. Now we are really trying to crawl.
It's coming down to the line, bro.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the stats right now. Hang on, let's see. If the season were to end today, we'll play that game. That's my favorite game.
I don't think we'd be in right now because we're still
we would definitely not be in.
We're 1 game back out of a wild card spot.
I'm pulling them up right now. Give me 1 second. Whatever, I'll just do it the old-fashioned way.
You know what? Wait another 15 minutes so they update it with this win today because I think Boston's game is still playing and so is Tampa Bay's. So
Gotcha. I will. Okay, but anybody have anything else in baseball while we're on the topic? While we wait.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, Tatis and Machado beefing.
Oh yeah, beefing. Trouble in paradise.
I don't think it was beefing when you look at it. I feel like Tatis was more like I'm trying to think. More like Lil Bro, and Machado was like just talking his fucking ear off. Like Machado's like, yo, like we the best or some shit. What the fuck was he saying? He was pressing him OD.
Yeah, I was trying to make out what they were actually saying. But
he was telling him, he was like, you the big dog, right? You the best, right? Like what the
something
fuck?
like that.
Like he was just yelling at him like.
I think he was just trying to tell Tatis to stop whining. It was more like, to sum it up, he was like,
yeah, like stop bitching.
Because he started complaining on he started complaining on the strikeout call. They called third strike on him. Tatis argued the call. Then then the manager came out and argued, and then the manager got ejected. And then Tatis was still like arguing it, and Machado got to the point like, all right, you bucking the fuck out, chill out. It's like play.
I think that was just a good teammate trying to help a guy out, and obviously they're alphas, right? 2 alphas, 2 big dogs, like collaborating. And again, that's what happens. Look, sometimes that's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing, but I think ultimately it'll work out for the Padres. But unfortunately for them, they're looking at 4 games out of the wild card, with the Dodgers and the St. Louis Cardinals being at the top there. I mean, ain't no one going to catch the Dodgers. Is really who's going to battle to catch up to the Cardinals, but still in the hunt. Technically, you have the Reds. And then as far as the American League side of things, right now, Boston's a game and a half. This is updated too, Kev, just to be clear. And the Yankees are a half game behind Toronto. So there's still an opportunity for the Yankees to make it in.
I think it's only half game right now because I think Toronto is still playing right now.
Okay, so that could be it as well. Teams that are for sure going to make it. You have the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't think anyone's going to catch up to them. No one's going to catch up to the White Sox, so they're going to be in as well. Same goes for the goddamn Houston Astros. Mets are 6 games out, and Philly could catch up, but Atlanta looks like they might lock that up. And officially locked in is the Milwaukee Brewers, the San Francisco Giants, and the Los Angeles Dodgers.
I got a funny story from baseball.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So it was the Orioles game. I don't know who the Orioles playing. I don't know what happened. The umps eject the Orioles ground crew, and after the ground crew got ejected, it starts to rain.
No, that was the end of the Yankees' second game against the Orioles in Camden Yards.
That's hilarious.
They ejected them, and in the game it started to rain after the fact. So,
no, like it was about to rain, but he ejected them because it was like the last inning or something, and he came out later and said like he didn't want one of them catching a line drive over there because like the rollout shit for that shit is where like the kids be like up like the first and third baseline on a chair, and it was like 20 of them, bro.
I just felt like that was a funny ass story.
It was funny, but
I think the only thing that really matters, but if we do want to talk about NBA, I think the only thing that really matters, Ben Simmons wants a trade. That is now demanding a trade.
Ben Simmons.
He said he's
Ben
not
Simmons-
coming.
He's not coming to
at
training
all.
camp. He's not coming
Yeah,
to training
Ben
camp.
Simmons says he's not going to training camp. Wants out. The Rockets are planning to trade John Wall. John Wall won't be playing for the Rockets this year. They're planning on moving him. I don't know if that's what Philly want. Fuck around, send Ben Simmons to Houston and get John Wall.
You think that's something that'll leave? I mean,
And
like
that's-
realistically,
then that's a
like
good
what is
plot to get John Wall? Philly?
Philly would get John Wall, I would imagine. But again, is
Yeah,
that
I
like
know, but I don't
what?
know.
So what's the deal with Simmons? I mean, how does a guy go from being who he, being highly touted, drafted? I know that the jokes he
It's
doesn't shoot
because
he's
he
too afraid to
can't
shoot.
shoot.
No, I know that that's the joke, but what's
It's not about the
He's
issue.
not that he can't shoot. He won't. He is unwilling to learn how to shoot, bro. Like he won't do the work.
He's the number one defensive point guard in the league.
Yeah, I know, but he doesn't. He's a good player, but he doesn't want to do the work to become a great player, bro. They ask him to at least try, bro.
Listen, he can pass his ass off.
I know that. I'm an advocate of him going to Golden State, but because you have your playmaking skills, but why would Golden State even want you?
Yeah, so that was gonna be my next question.
Hold on. Why would they want the guy that's the best defensive player at point guard in the league? Why would they want that?
Yeah, I know. I know, but who is going for what Philly wants? It's like who is going to trade for a guy that is not willing to do the work to even become decent shooter?
I'll play devil's advocate for you, Drew. I mean, I know they're two different players, but look what fucking what's his name did?
Who?
The Beard to get out of Houston. I mean, he again. I'm not comparing them to be on the same elite level.
I mean,
but if you bitch and moan enough to get out of a bad situation that you don't want to be in. Who's to say that a competitor like Golden State, like Brooklyn did, nobody wanted the headache of James Harden, but they fucking ended up getting him.
Philly should trade Simmons to Portland, get CJ McCollum and a couple other guys, and that'll work. Because Dame can shoot the ball. CJ was always the other small guard. They could play the 1 and 2 with Ben and Dame, where Ben can just be like that. He doesn't have
Ben will be the one and Dame will be the 2?
No, Dame will still be
Dame
the one.
Will be the one.
Defense.
But defensive
will be
wise,
the one.
Ben can guard the 2, where CJ couldn't really. It was always a problem for them. Where now, if you put Ben at the 2 in Portland, that solves a lot of their problems.
I mean,
the way Philly, you heard Cat, the way Philly going about it, if they trade Ben Simmons to Portland, they want Damian Lillard.
Yeah, but they're not
getting. Oh, obviously, I know, but I'm saying that's how Philly is approaching it.
They're playing They're playing the waiting game, and
but so let's be semi-realistic. Let's assume that Philly, he's done. He's not going to show up to camp. It is what it is. He's doing exactly what James Harden did. If he does show up, he's going to show up in a fat suit or whatever James Harden did. You're going to probably hit him up and ask him if he could borrow the fat suit to try to get traded. Obviously, Brooklyn didn't lose that many pieces when they traded. What is the most likely scenario? Again, not our theorizing, not our Drew's on bid on the Golden State wagon for Ben Simmons. DCAP is now saying it should be Portland, and now we're arguing if they want Dame. We're not going to argue that. Let's just say that if the teams that are constructed the way that they are, Ben Simmons ends up on the team that they're currently have in place. Like let's say that let's say the Lakers. Let's say if he does go to Golden State, everybody's still intact over there. Like the main guys that you think about.
If he goes to
Ben Simmons is a difference maker wherever he plays.
I mean, he's a difference maker, but for what I think, I think it has to get to a point where they just done with him, where Philly,
and that's where it looks like it's getting to. So again, we're saying that's done. Where is the best fit for Ben Simmons with the team still intact? Anyone got an answer? Yeah, I'm saying
I think Golden State is the best fit.
Yeah, Golden State probably, because they have so many shooters around.
Yeah, if you keep Clay and Curry, he could play. Keep going to the right. You don't gotta shoot. You just when you drive and kick, you have Clay on one side, Curry on the other side. Just pick.
Honestly, that would be the That's
the only reason why Golden State hasn't made that move.
It depends on who they.
the reason why Golden State hasn't made that move is they don't know if Ben Simmons will fit with Draymond. That's the
they gonna have to trade Draymond. They gonna have to trade in that trade. They gonna have to. You can't
again, Drew. The whole point is that you keep arguing that who they have to trade. I'm saying that the team is intact. Draymond is part of that team.
What's my guy?
Yeah, I know, but you gonna have
you're trading. But Drew, I'm saying you're trading capital
for somebody.
You're trading capital. You're trading draft. You're trading young players.
It's not gonna go down like that.
Stay the same.
Wait, quick thing.
It's not gonna go down like that.
You're being subjective. I'm saying.
Hold on.
What's the Dominican kid name on the Warriors that I like?
Dominican kid. You talk about Poole?
The kid from Puerto Plata, as Adam Silver said.
Is it Toscano Anderson?
Toscano
Anderson.
I like Toscano Anderson. They could get rid of Draymond.
Yeah.
I didn't even know he was Dominican. I knew he was like some type of Latino, but I didn't know he was Dominican.
Well, he looked Dominican. That's why I said Dominican.
Yeah, all light skins look Dominican. All right. Anybody have anything else that we might have missed? I had a really funny play.
One last thing. The NBA won't mandate vaccines.
They won't. Okay.
Vaccines.
Good. I mean, that's their stance on it. Let them do whatever they want.
And also in the fighting world, Oscar De La Hoya just challenged Floyd Mayweather to $100 million fight.
Here we go. We're gonna do this shit again.
Hey, that's what Oscar De La Hoya said. I mean, he was just in an interview saying that.
Also, talking about fights, Canelo and the Plant guy got testy.
They collab?
They fight. Yeah, they got testy. Canelo pushed him. He swung on Canelo. Canelo weaved it. And basically, I don't know if he punched him or slapped him.
No, he slapped him.
He mushed his face, it looks like.
He slapped. All I'm gonna say is Canelo weaved this shit and then swung and connected. Canelo connected. Canelo's gonna kill him nigga in that boxing ring.
My nigga, they fight November 6th.
I'm definitely seeing that shit. Shit, no question.
Oh, and we're talking about fighting. My man Manny Pacquiao, I guess he's officially retiring for boxing because he's running for president.
Yeah. Shout out Manny.
Should have been retired.
So I guess his career is officially over because once you become president, you can't really do much.
Yeah, I mean that show would be funny though if Pacquiao just challenges, like he got beef with Canada. He just say, "Hey, Justin Trudeau, what's up? Pull up, my guy. Pull up. Fucking up Joe Biden and shit. That'd be hilarious. Let Trump get back into office and let's set that up. Let's set up Manny Pacquiao versus Donald Trump. That shit would be fucking fire.
I meant to say this too, but I don't think I was on after this shit. Did y'all watch the Silva and
Ortiz fight? No. Was that this past week? That was 2 weeks ago. So
when I was watching that shit, two things. For one, Trump was kind of entertaining.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious.
That's when he talked to shit. He said he'll beat Joe Biden in the boxing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If he's really about his shit, let fight Pacquiao.
So that was one thing I caught from it. But then, if you really watched it, did you peep? He would not call Jorge Masvidal or what's my man name? The Brazilian dude that was there. He wouldn't call them by their names.
Yeah, you know why? Because he'd fuck it up and he'd sound what he is.
That's not the truth. That's not the truth.
Let me tell you something, Jorge.
No.
Let me. Can I just put it this way?
He kept calling them champs because.
Oh, of course.
Because he didn't want to call them by their names.
Yeah. Although I think that's how we should elect our next president, is that they should just box and the winner gets to run the country. I think that's fair.
That's fair.
And to the Decap's point too, Trump was a comedian. I mean, it's just he always was. He was always entertaining. Come on, what'd you expect? Of course, that's exactly what you're gonna get. One other funny thing that happened. I don't really watch a lot of college football, but Mississippi State. Dev had this clip. I'm sure you guys have seen it. I don't know if you did see it. They receive a punt, and when the defense ran to the ball, not the punt returner, but one of the back guys, while the ball was on the ground, bounced it, like I believe it was at the 10, put his hand on the ball and his knee was down. Now the whistle was not blown. opponents picked up that ball and ran it for a touchdown, and it counted for 6.
Ooh.
So what a dickhead. I don't know if you guys would call that a touchdown or not a touchdown. I think his knee was down. So sucks to be Mississippi State. Doesn't matter. They're not a ranked football team anyway. All right. We're going to make some picks. Decap, are you going to be involved in this week?
Yeah.
Picks on what? Marquinez?
No, picks. We got to make our picks for the week.
Okay. Pick of the week. Yeah.
We got to so make sure you guys pull up your apps.
I didn't even call you. Oh, you talking about Ed?
Decap, we got you. We'll figure it out. Dev put his picks in here too. We'll get DQs. We'll get Devs. But first up, we got the Panthers at the Texans. Johnny, you want to be the spread guy today? Because I don't have the spread.
I can do that. Let me just go to the app with the spread. Give me 1 second. Today, Thursday.
Kev, who do you got?
Panthers, bro.
And Decap.
Panthers.
Drew.
Panthers.
All right, John.
All right, so this Thursday night football game, Texans is home. The over/under is 43, and they have the Panthers favored by 8 points.
Okay.
I got the Panthers.
Same here. Next up, I think we can go all the way around here, but Johnny, get us the spreads for us real quick before we go. But the Cardinals and the Jaguars.
Oh, we got the Cardinals, Jaguars. So the order's a little different, but I can't. I think we're all picking Cardinals, but the over under is 52, and the line is the Cardinals by 7.5.
That's it? Just 7.5? That's
7.5.
And I'm betting on the Jags.
Okay. All right. So you're betting on the Jags, but you're picking the Cardinals to win?
No, I'm picking the Jags.
You like the Jags versus the spread, or you like the Jags to win the game?
I like the Jags to win the game.
Okay. All right. So, but I think Drew, Kev, Johnny, you guys all got the Cardinals?
Yeah, I don't know with that.
All right, cool. So we all got the Cardinals except for Decap. Next up, John, Falcons at the Giants.
Okay. Falcons, Giants. Giants is home, over under 48, and the Giants is favored by 3 points. I'm rocking with the G-Men this week. All
right, Drew.
G-Men.
All right, Decap. All right, Kev, I already know where you're gonna go, man.
Giants gonna win this one.
All right, I also have the Giants and Kev.
Giants gotta win this.
Of course, they have to. Cavs have to. Do not want to start out.
You can't lose to the Falcons, bro.
Yeah,
if we lose to the Falcons, if we lose to the Falcons, I'm in Eddie mode. Like, yo, tank for #1 pick.
All right, next game we've got Drew's Ravens against the Detroit Lions at home. Drew, I know who you're picking, but let's just let the class know.
Ravens.
All right, Decap.
Ravens.
Johnny, what's the spread? What do we got?
Over under is 49.5. Lions at home, and the Ravens is favored by 8.
8. Kev, who you got?
Ravens, bro.
All right, I think we're all taking the Ravens here. So
Ravens point sweep. We all got Ravens.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Bears at the Browns. Drew, who you got first?
Nah, Browns.
Johnny, what's the spread?
Over under for the game is 46.5.
That was about
the Browns is favored by 7.
All right, who you got?
I'm gonna take the Browns.
Decap?
Bears.
Ooh, Decap, spicy. Kevin?
Bears.
Oh, so I will take the Browns in this. I like Justin Fields, but let's be fair to the guy. You know, let's be fair to the Browns at least. They're gonna be home.
The Bears is gonna start Fields.
Yeah, we hope.
Bears do got a solid defense though, so like
Odell's gonna come back and do nothing.
As long as Fields does what he's supposed to do and like doesn't turn over the ball, they should have a fair shot at that game.
Yeah. Next up, we got the Steelers home to the Cincinnati Bengals. Kev, who you got?
Whoa, what? Sorry, Bengals.
Okay. Johnny, what's the spread and who you got?
The spread for that game, Steelers are home. Steelers favored by 3.5. Over under 43.5. I'm gonna take the Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Drew, who you got?
I might take the Bengals on that one.
You might or you will? I mean, I'm with you.
I take the Bengals on that one.
All right, Drew and I are gonna take the Bengals. Decap.
Has Joe Burrow won yet?
Not yet. Or actually, yeah, they do have one win on the season.
Yeah, they got one.
I forgot. They beat the Vikings week 1.
Yeah, so Steelers.
So Steelers. Okay. Next up, we got the Colts going to Tennessee against them Titans. Decap, who you got?
The King.
Okay. Johnny, give us the spread. Who you got?
I'm going with the Titans. The over-under is 48, and the Titans is favored by 5.
Mm-hmm. Kev, who you got?
Titans.
All right. And Drew?
Titans.
All right. I have the Titans as well. Next up, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if this could be all the way around, but we'll try it out. Johnny, why don't you give us the spread first? We got Chargers, Chiefs.
Okay. The over and under for this game is 55.5.
Yo, hammer the over. Hammer the over. That game is going to be awesome.
55.5, and the Chiefs is favored by 6.5 points.
Okay. Does everyone have the Chiefs? Can we 3, 2, 1 this? Or
Nah.
Chargers. So, Kev, who do you have?
I got the Chiefs.
All right. I got the Chiefs. John got the Chiefs. And Kev's got the Chiefs. Drew and Decap, you guys
Chargers.
have
Chargers.
both of you have the Chargers this week.
I feel like it's the
Damn
Chiefs,
well, when we get to
like,
that real pool shit, Drew's picking the Chiefs. But
100%.
I feel like it's the Chiefs' first like must-win fucking game of the season.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it'll be
can't
the
get
only
embarrassed by another like explosive like offense, like potentially explosive.
It's a rival game, bro.
one. Right. Oh yeah.
Who got the
Divisional
better?
game.
Who has the better offense, the Chargers or the Ravens?
I mean, don't be stupid. Let's be real here. I mean, come on. What are we doing? Who has the better running back? The Chargers. Who has the better quarterback? The Chiefs. Who has the better tight end? The Chiefs.
No.
Who has the better
no,
wide
he said
receivers?
Ravens.
The Chiefs.
He said the Chargers and the Ravens.
Oh, Chargers over Ravens. I think the
best who?
I think the Chargers
Lamar.
are better.
He said he said the better offense between the Chargers and the Ravens.
I would say
Lamar.
the Chargers. I would say the Chargers. I see where he's going. I see where you're going.
Chargers do got more weapons than the Ravens, but
Exactly,
it
bro.
was the effect of Lamar is what
Lamar.
the effect of Lamar. So
But I see what he's.
But Justin Herbert's not going to have a combined rushing and passing over 300 yards.
No, but he could
And
throw
3 touchdowns.
400 yards.
Listen, Lamar gonna get himself fucked up. You better chill out.
Yeah, big facts. Yo, you got to stop bragging, Drew. Be a little humble. Next up, we got the Saints and the Patriots. I think we kind of gave this game up a little bit, but Drew, you haven't gone first in a while. You go.
Saints and Patriots. I'm picking the Saints.
All right, Johnny, give us a spread and your pick.
the over under for the Saints and Patriots game is 42, and the Pats is favored by 3 points. This is a tough game. I want to go with Jameis, but Patriots at home versus a team that looked good week 1, went to Carolina, played terrible. I'm going to go with the Pats. I'm going to go with the evil genius.
Decap, I know you're a big Bill Belichick stan. Who do you got?
I'm taking the Pats and I'm taking the under because they're not going to score 42 points combined.
Okay. All right. Kev, who you got?
Pats.
All right. Drew. Oh, yeah, you won already. I will take the Saints in this game because I hate the Patriots. Yeah. Sorry. I have no other reason. Next up, we got Decap's Washington football team versus the Buffalo Bills. Decap, this is your team. I'm going to let you go first.
Nah.
Cap.
Cap, no cap.
He's thinking about it.
Cap, no cap.
You know, that's tough. That's like a tough matchup. That's like
It's a tough matchup for him.
In his heart, it's a tough matchup. Fuck out of here. Cap, no cap, bro. Come on.
This is my honest opinion. I think our defense might be the only defense that could really give Josh Allen some issues.
Yeah.
Because we can pressure him. The problem
He's got no Devin Singletary this week either.
But the problem
is the offense.
I don't think our offense can outscore their offense. I think their defense is going to stop us.
So you're going to go with the Bills?
So
he said
picking the
he knows it's an obstacle, but he's going to go with his team. He's riding with his team.
I'm riding with my team, but it is very, 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 very hard matchup for us to win this week.
Yeah. All right. Johnny, why don't you give us the spread? So we can keep
Washington
going here.
football team is going to Buffalo to play the Buffalo Bills. The over-under for the game is 46, and they have the Bills favorite at 8.5 points.
I'm definitely taking my team then.
All right, so who you got, John?
This is a tough matchup, but a Washington football team does have a really good defense. That's why I picked them in week 1, even though they did me dirty week 1. But I picked them week 1, they did me dirty. They have a good defense. It's gonna be tough, but I don't think Bills cover the spread. I think Bills win, but they don't cover the spread.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
it might be an under game too.
Yeah.
They might go under.
Drew, who you got?
Let me get the Bills.
Okay, and Kev?
Bills.
All right, I'm a rider, man. Decaf just brings it out of me, dog. I'm a rider. Let's go with the Washington football team, dog. Let's just do it. Fuck it.
I mean,
I'm gonna go for him in the money pool too. I don't give a fuck.
He does have a point. The defense is Russian defense is nasty.
Jonathan Allen up the middle, Deron Payne up the middle, Matt Ioannidis up the middle, and then y'all know Montez Sweat. Did I say him?
Mm-hmm.
So
you didn't say him yet, but he's there.
Montez Chase, you know.
I'm all in on Taylor Heineke, by the way. I was impressed by him.
Heineke ain't gonna do what he did.
He's not gonna win
Bills though.
Well, why isn't he? Who's gonna guard Terry?
Also, look what happened.
Look
what happened to the Bills when they played some defense too. When the Steelers,
Heineke,
they looked obsolete.
Heineke, high key, really had a good game, bro.
Yeah, he did against Tampa too.
I think I told Johnny this. Heineke, not saying he has the same skill level, but he plays like Phillip Rivers. He will throw the fucking ball, no matter who's in the area. I'm taking a shot, and it is what it is. Watch how he plays.
Yeah. No, yeah, I seen that because he plays more like
he's a gunslinger.
He plays more like, nigga, we all on this level in the NFL. Like, if I throw you the ball, you need to catch it. Like, he made every throw.
And you know what it is? Because he really has nothing to lose.
Yeah, what does he got to lose? Not a starting job, that's for damn sure. I mean, maybe he can earn one. All right, next up, we have the undefeated Las Vegas Raiders in that beautiful stadium against the Miami Dolphins, the potentially Tualess.
Can we say all around?
Miami Dolphins.
All around.
So, all around. Johnny, why don't you give us a spread? And then I'm assuming we're all picking the Raiders, but Johnny, give us a spread regardless.
For this game, 4-5 game, the Raiders is favored by 3.5 points, and the over-under is 45. I think this should be all around due to the fact the Dolphins lacking Tua, but my pick is the Raiders.
Okay, yeah, all of us are picking the Raiders, and that game should be pretty simple going forward, right? No one else has anybody else. Sorry, I just have to charge this.
Yeah, if y'all got Chargers players and if y'all got Raiders players on your offensive teams,
start them up.
Football.
Start it up.
If you got receivers, hope they score their touchdowns early.
Don't bench them. Don't bench them.
Hope y'all Jacob starts.
All right.
Is Next Darren Waller the best tight end in the league?
Yeah, that's a conversation, bro.
Next up, we have the leading candidate.
Eddie. Is Darren Waller the best tight end in the league?
No.
Who's better than
George Kittle?
I'm going to eat. What the?
George Kittle. And honestly,
Kelsey's wait, time out.
He was off to a slow start though.
By the time we get to week 5, let's say, and I agree with Cat what he's trying to say, like it's got to be Kelsey then Waller, but by week 5, I wouldn't be surprised if the conversation is Waller, Kelsey, Kittle.
No, it's going to be Kittle. Well, it'll be Kelsey, Kittle, Waller. I like Waller. Don't get me wrong.
Well, he's the Gronk love that.
He's not a true. To me, trust me. I was on Darren Waller before any of you guys even fucking wanted to be on him. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. I was the only one that fucking took him in every fucking league. I'm a big Hard Knocks hero. Don't even fucking start. You know damn well that's fucking true. Waller was on nobody's radar.
Because I wasn't doing fantasy.
Exactly, because you weren't doing fantasy. I'll give you that. But I was big on Waller, big time. But the way that Waller plays and the way that Kittle plays are completely separate games. Waller's more like a wide receiver, the way he lines up and the way he positions himself. The reason why Kittle is the better tight end because Kittle can block the shit out of anybody. Why do you think that 49ers running game is so good? Because fucking Kittle leads half the way, 75% of the time. Oh, and by the way, he's a fucking beast. and he can catch anything. I think what's holding Kittle back right now is the injury that he's coming back off of in Jimmy G. And that's all going to change soon because Trey Lance is coming.
Waller will be the number 1 tight end at the end of the year.
All right. I hope you're wrong. I love you, but I hope you're wrong. Next up, we have the future offensive rookie of the year, Zach Wilson and the New York Jets, going to Teddy Two Gloves and the Denver Broncos. John, why don't you just give us the spread on this game and give us your pick before we all go? I'll go right after you.
The over-under for this game is 41, and they have the Broncos favored at 10.5 points.
That's disrespectful. It sounds like a trap game. Broncos are 2-0. Broncos are 2-0. Sounds like a trap game. They're going to take us lightly. They're not going to see us come in. Zach Wilson is the first to be in, the last to leave the office. He's watching that tape. He saw how many interceptions he threw. He is not happy with himself. This is where Zachy gets his first win. Give me the New York Jets. Kevin, go. Ooh, I set that up. Nice,
I'll take your Jets.
Yeah.
Only because I think it's a trap game.
Yeah, decap, go.
Taking the Broncos, and you can put me in for my bold prediction right now. Von Miller will have 4 sacks in this game.
Margareta, that sounds terrible. I hope you're wrong. Again, I love you.
Von Miller's looking good this year.
But I hope you're wrong.
I got the Broncos in the Island League, I think. Yeah.
Drew, let's see where your loyalty stands. Who you got?
Yo, that is such a horrible way to preface this question, bro.
Let's see where your loyalty stands.
I was gonna say the Jets, you dumbass. You gotta go to Johnny.
Johnny, I don't know if we got your pick, but John, did you make the pick?
I didn't make my pick. I think this is a trap game. I don't see the Broncos being nobody like that, but I'm gonna take the Broncos because Denver is also, they got that home advantage, that high altitude.
Yeah, Zach Wilson used to play in Utah. Don't forget that. Just saying, high altitude as well.
So maybe he'd be right in, but unfortunately, the Jets online, they don't got back then. And Von Miller looked like he's back with some vengeance. So if y'all can neutralize Von Miller, Jets have a chance. But
no, they don't have nobody to neutralize.
Yeah, we have no one to do that. Morgan Moses, who's gonna block? Not Elijah. Elijah's too young, and he's also not the tackle. So.
Gonna have to make
got Noah fucking Fant. Not Noah Fant. His last name is Fant too. I can't think of his first name right now because Noah plays on that. Well, it doesn't matter. Fant's our fucking starting left tackle, and it's not gonna work out.
I'm saying they're just gonna have to run plays quick. I don't think.
No, they're gonna rush Von on the right tackle.
So on Moses is fucking 87 years old.
You can't keep up with Von.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds terrible. Next up, we got Seahawks versus Dev's Vikings. His other team, his second team. See, Drew, you're not the only one that gets it. Dev's got 2 teams. Drew's got 2 teams. Let's go with Decap.
Seems like I'm the only one that gets it.
Decap's got the Seahawks. Johnny, give us a spread. Give us your pick.
I am rolling with the Seahawks on this 425 matchup. Minnesota is home. The over-under is 55 points, and the Seahawks is favored by 1.5.
Ooh, I love that. I love hearing that. Kev, who you got?
You asked me a stupid question, bro.
Yeah, I know. That's a really bad. I know. Kev's going to go with the Seahawks. I'll make it for him. He loves his Russell Wilson. Drew, who you got?
Seahawks.
Okay. This is another. I love this spread. I love how close this is. I don't trust the Seahawks. I've been saying it forever. Russ is going to cook. Russ is going to do what he's got to do. He's going to score some points. But the Vikings have been very, very close in a lot of these games. They're going to be home. They need to win one. It's almost like the fantasy, or the football gods are going to reward them with this win, and the Seahawks will be 1-2, and the Vikings will get their first win. So give me the Vikings. Next up, we've got the Buccaneers visiting the Los Angeles Rams of Anaheim.
Ooh,
that's the game of the week.
Game of the week, and it is not Sunday Night Football, which is bullshit. But we'll watch this. Everybody will watch it. It'll be a fun,
Sunday Night Football should be good anyway, though.
It'll be a fun, entertaining game. John, why don't you give us your first pick, since I did give you enough time to look it up, hopefully.
I have everything, but I have
yeah.
But okay, so the Rams is home. The over/under for this game is 55. And
over. Way over.
Buccaneers is favored by 1 point.
Oof, love that too.
Woo.
Love that too.
It's a week 3 early matchup. I'm gonna go with the Rams this week.
John. All right. Decap, since you are a Tom Brady GOAT appreciator, I'm not gonna call you a stan. I'm not gonna disrespect you, but you fuck with Brady, you fuck with Gronk, you fuck with the Bucks.
The GOAT is not gonna lose in Hollywood. Trust me.
GOAT is not gonna lose in his hometown of Hollywood. He is from California.
He's from San Francisco.
He's from California.
He's from San Francisco.
California, Drew.
California.
Hollywood is hours away.
Hold up. What you said, Cap?
Hollywood is hours away from San Francisco.
And he what?
He's gonna do Jimmy Kimmel after.
He's gonna do Jimmy Kimmel right after.
Okay. That'd be wild, bro.
Nigga, Hollywood is like
I got
3 hours from San Francisco.
I got Thomas winning this game, man.
All right. Drew, who you got?
I got the Rams.
And because I'm gonna stick with my hate. And I fucking love the Rams. And I don't love the Rams because of I don't really like Sean McVay. I don't get his whole deal either. I know I've been like I don't like Joe Judge. I don't like his deal. I don't like Cliff Kingsbury's deal. I hate Urban Meyer. I really don't like Sean McVay, but I love Matthew Stafford over there. I love Cooper Kupp over there. So I'm going in the battle of the undefeated. The Rams will protect this house and they will win this game. Give me the Rams. Next up, Sunday Night Football. We got the Packers going to San Francisco.
That's a divisional game, right?
This is a what? A divisional game. It's a conference game. Yeah.
Packers is north.
West and north. Yeah. So you know what? Because this is a close game and because this is a fun game, John, give us the spreads again and also your pick.
All right. The Niners is home. The over under for this game is 49.
Okay.
And the Niners is favored by 3.5 points.
3.5. I don't like that. I don't love that. All right, who's your pick, John?
This is a tough game.
Tough
and
game.
Usually the bad man has trouble when he goes against the Niners. But I don't like Jimmy G, so I'm going with the bad man.
Yeah. All right, Drew, you up.
Nah, if I can't go with the Niners. He's going against. I take the Packers.
All right. Who's next? Decap.
Niners will win. Then the Packers will
no.
trade Aaron Rodgers to the Indianapolis Colts.
Wow. That's crazy. That's 2 bold predictions. You better repeat those.
Bold predictions.
You better repeat those. Kev, who you got?
I got the Packers.
Okay. I also am going to go with the Packers based on Johnny's deal with not trusting Jimmy G. I wish I could, but Elijah Mitchell's out. I know it seems like it doesn't matter what running back this 49ers put in, but their whole fucking bag is running backs. Their whole bag is the run game. They're going to force Jimmy to throw. There's no one I know they're looking to sign a couple of veteran running backs. I forgot the names that came up already, but I don't think they're going to be there in time. Jeff Wilson is still out. Halsley's out. Elijah Mitchell's out. Sermon's out. So give me the Packers. And finally, Monday Night Football. Again, because it's Monday Night Football, John, why don't you just give us the spreads? Let us know who's who, what's what.
So Monday Night Football is a divisional game, divisional rivalry. It's 2 games of 2 teams that play in my team's division, also Cap's team's division. It's the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys. The over under this game is 51.5. And the Cowboys.
Hold on, you said 51?
I already knew it was gonna be ridiculous, bro.
That's so crazy.
That's the set. 51.
The over under is.
I'm not gonna lie. The defenses, the Eagles did the Falcons, and the Falcons doo-doo. Cowboys defense ain't really all that, even though they got some stops last week. Their defense ain't really all that. So it might not be a shootout, but I guess they're anticipating a shootout. This might be an under game, but I kind of put, it's a divisional game, so I'm expecting way more defense this game.
So over under Cowboys is what?
The Cowboys is favored by 4 points.
I thought it was gonna be more than that.
So who you got, John?
Philly on the road. I'm gonna take Dallas, and that's just a yucky pick. But I'm gonna go with Dallas.
All right, Drew, who you got?
Philly and Dallas.
Yep.
Philly and Dallas. Nah, give me the Eagles. Give me the
Eagles. Interesting. Charles.
I'm gonna take the Cowgirls, and I really think Dak Prescott could probably throw for damn near 500 yards against the Eagles.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can. Kevin.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Dakota.
Yeah, I also have the Cowboys. Dev, just the players, not the matchup, just the player.
All right, I'm taking Williams from my Baltimore Ravens.
Tyson Williams. There's a lot of guys named Williams that play football.
Tyson Williams, yes.
All right, Tyson Williams. That is Drew's pick, running back of the Baltimore Ravens. Kevin, who is your marquee miss player of the week?
Only because this nigga, it's gotta be Slayton, man. It's gotta be Darius Slayton.
Only because he has to.
I feel like he's beating himself up, bro.
No, he did some bozo shit. He has to make up.
He's supposed to lay out. But the ball was touching his hands, he should have laid out.
True. Decap, who is your marquee miss player of the week?
I guess I'm gonna change my bonus predictions around. My marquee miss is gonna be Von Miller 4 sacks.
Von Miller 4 sacks. Yikes. Johnny, who is your marquee miss?
My marquee miss of this week, I'm gonna go with someone who's been performing. He's performed good these first 2 weeks. I'm gonna go Jared Goff.
Jared Goff. Okay, so Johnny, same guy, same game, same team. I'm gonna go with Quintez Cephus. He seems to be Jared Goff's favorite target. 63 yards, 4 catches on 7 targets last week. Goes for a touchdown. He also caught a touchdown last week, going up against the Baltimore defense that cannot defend receivers. And again, Drew, that's no slight on them. That's no slight on them at all. It's, their top corners are out. You would agree. I bet you didn't know that.
I agree.
But that's it for that. I'm going to do a quick off the cuff, bag it or trash it segment. Then we can do our bold predictions. Then we can get the hell out of here. Nice, easy episode this week without our faithful leader, Dev. But we got Decap, so it doesn't matter. All right. So my first bag it or trash it question is Aaron Rodgers phoning it in. Johnny, bag it or trash it. By phoning it in, I mean, is he trying? Does he not care? Is he done? Is football past him now? Is he over?
I
don't think football's past him.
I mean, is phoning it in.
All right. Everyone's gonna get their chance. I just wanted to elaborate. Johnny, what do you got first?
Well, I say is I don't think football is past him, but I think he's past the Packers. I think that's what the issue. He's just his time is done.
I mean,
that first game was crazy, but Aaron Rodgers is gonna get his. So I'm gonna trash it. That first game, everybody had fun. Everybody's like, no. But I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna do what he does and just hopes. Because after this year, he's leaving the Packers no matter what. So it's just a matter of,
for sure.
It's more of like he doesn't. I want to say audition because we all know what the bad man is capable of. But it's just he's gonna be playing the show like whatever team is gonna pick me up after this year. Look, I still got it. I'm still putting up these ridiculous numbers. And I think that's the road he's gonna take. So that's why I'm gonna trash it. I don't know if they'll win anything, but I'll trash it.
Okay, and since I know you can't keep it in your pants, Drew, why don't you go next?
I want to say I'm going to trash it because you can't phone it in because he does want to get deep.
And again, I just want to elaborate real quick. I'm not saying he's like phoning it in. I just think like he's over it. He's done. Like this is like he's not. Because he wants to get deep into the playoffs. As a player, as Aaron Rodgers, he is going to get deep into the playoffs. I don't think you're saying that he's over it. That's more like of a first round exit out of the playoffs if he's like completely over the Packers and shit. Like okay. Decap, bad man. Is he in or is he out this year?
So, and like I said before, which is going to be in my bonus predictions, They will lose this week, and Aaron Rodgers will be traded by the next week. And he will be a Colt, and Phillip Rivers will be a Texan.
Ooh. Phillip Rivers is going to come out of retirement from being a high school coach?
He's going to come out of retirement. He's going to play for the Texans.
Or for the
Okay. Decap. Yeah. All right. Kev, bag it or trash it. Do you think Aaron is done with football?
So trash it? No, I don't think he's done with football. But my theory is, I got two theories for Aaron Rodgers this year. Your man's has already selected like the amount of games he wants to win, or better yet, he selected the games he wants to win. Mm-hmm. Whether that leaves him with a winning record or not, I do think he will throw the rest of the game. Somehow, some way, it might not look as obvious as week one, but we'll forget about week one because of how he performed week two. Right. But my second theory is he's only going to win divisional games. And if that gets him into the playoffs, then he'll do his thing. But if he doesn't care. I think he's only going to win divisional games.
That's not
Yo, 6 wins. First of all, that shit sounds so fucking crazy because you're absolutely fucking right. That's something that could totally happen. The division is not great.
I think
you got the Bears, you got the Lions, you got the Vikings, who have none of those three teams have been playing well. I think all of them started off 0-2, with the Packers leading the pack at 1-1. Actually, I'm sorry, the Bears are 1-1 because they did win against the Bengals. That sounds crazy. So crazy it just might work. I mean, we saw the Washington football team make the playoffs with 6 wins. That's
listen.
Kevin, you a crazy boy.
Listen,
I'm dead ass. If he wins all divisional games,
I don't think he's shaving points.
Only 6 wins though.
To be clear, I don't think he's shaving points.
I'm trying to tell you, shaving points, whatever. I like if that's what he's got to do to lose, like to throw games. I think he literally wants. I think he either has like a set amount of games that he wants to win, including the divisional games, and maybe 1 or 2 more games, like say for example, like the fucking Niners game this week. Mm-hmm. But otherwise, my original thought is he's only gonna win divisional games, and he's gonna win all of them. Listen, that gets him in.
Y'all talking about somebody who really lets it get under his skin that they don't call him a GOAT.
Yeah, I think he's emotional about it. Yeah, for sure.
And he's why would he throw games? He wants to be known I'm not saying that. He wants to be known as a GOAT, like a Tom Brady.
I mean,
he's not about to do nothing like that.
I mean, you can say fuck the.
I'm just saying, if he does, it's gonna look like a coincidence.
You can say fuck the Packers in the off season, like peace, bye. But I'm still gonna try my hardest this season.
Aaron Rodgers don't like losing.
Yo, a part of me is like,
what you saying to me right now is like somebody saying, "Yo, Kobe, he should throw some game. Kobe would have threw some games because he knew that he was about to be." No, Aaron Rodgers is cut from that cloth. Like that nigga does not like losing. He's like Kobe.
I mean, truth be told, he got what he wanted. Like nigga guy, like he got guaranteed I'm gonna be off the team after this season. Like,
yeah,
he got what he wanted.
so that's why I'm gonna trash it. I think Aaron Rodgers is super funny, man. Like Decap and I, we had this conversation during the playoffs last year, but when Aaron Rodgers and the Packers did not go for it on that 4th down. And then Decap said, well, you see what happened on the other side with the Bucs. That's GOAT shit. Brady said, fuck that. We're going for it. And they went for it. Rodgers said, fuck that. We're going for it. And LaFleur said, come off the field. And they tried that field goal.
That was a bad.
And again, Decap, you and I talked about that for weeks. So it's like my big thing too is that like Aaron Rodgers, obviously he's been mad at the Packers forever. I mean, think about his career. He got to a team. He got drafted last in the quarterback class where he thought he was the best. Turns out he was the best in that draft class. Alex Smith going first in the 49ers. He thought he was going to go there. San Francisco kid, born and raised in California. All he wanted to do was play for the 49ers. Alec gets passed up for Alex Smith. He had kind of like a similar Brady story. He didn't have to wait for 6 guys, not the Brady 6, but
that's why
he had to wait his turn.
That's why it's likely he picked his set amount of games that he wants to win. and mark them off, including all the divisional ones, and maybe there's 2 others he gives a shit about. But I feel like I'm not saying he's throwing the season, because him winning all his divisional games doesn't throw the season. It guarantees the playoff spot regardless.
Oh, but you're talking about a guy who cares about
Yeah,
winning.
of course, but he could still go to the playoffs, cook,
That's
and
it.
win.
The playoffs don't. The playoffs don't matter. They don't mean shit. He doesn't want to lose at all. I don't think Aaron Rodgers would lose a preseason game if it was up to him.
Nah, I feel that, but I feel like he's on his own agenda, because at the end of the day, I feel like if he wins a chip this year, he wants to think mentally he did it for him his own way, not for them, not sacrificing his body for them, a team that already wants to.
So that was the point that I was going to make, is that Aaron Rodgers is so mad. And again, so back to his like little quick history, goes to a team, plays for a quarterback that literally he grew up watching in Brett Favre. Brett Favre basically told him to go fuck himself. That like, I'm not going to teach you shit, and didn't. And obviously he went off and he went on his own way. And then Aaron Rodgers to go, all right, well, fuck you. I'm the fucking man. I'm the bad man. Brings out the discount double check, wins his Super Bowl. And then from that point on, thinking he was going to get the same love that Brett did, but he's actually treated the same way that Brett was. They're not helping him with draft classes. They're not letting him make the call to go for it on 4th or not. You know, so in a season where he was pissed off at the Packers, had an MVP season where he had one of the best seasons of his career. So you were mad enough at the Packers to win them a bunch of football games. And that's where I could see where kept saying like,
no, but that exactly proves my point.
Right.
Because at that point in time, Aaron Rodgers could have said, all right, get a job to Jordan Love and I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
But what he did was he said, oh, y'all picked this kid to come take my job. Let me go get the MVP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he got the MVP. But again,
that's how much I hate losing.
I think this is done. I think it's over. I think he takes I think he could easily take Randall Cobb, fucking Devontae Adams, and Aaron Jones with him. I know that they just extended Aaron Jones, so I don't think he really has a choice. But if, you know, half your team fucking leaves, well, the starting offense leaves, and you're left there holding the fucking bag, if you're Aaron Jones, you're definitely going to want to get moved. Giant fans, I don't want to get your hopes up. I do not think he's going to go to the Giants. I know you think that you're going to get him. I know you think you're going to get Russell Wilson. I don't think any of that's going to happen.
That's if all fails with my guy Danny fucking Dimes.
Yeah, Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes.
So we got the picks to give up.
That being said, Aaron
Rodgers is going to be a free agent.
I will.
No, I'm saying we could trade for your boy A-Rod this year, bro.
Mm-mm.
Nah, just wait.
You don't have the capital to do that right now.
Quarterback after Danny Dimes is going to be Matt.
So I will quickly trash that.
No.
So I don't think he's done. But see, now what Dev does is Dev does the, let's do this, let's do that, let's do that. It got me thinking, I'm doing this all off cuff. I don't care. Where did Drew go? It doesn't matter. I'm doing this all off cuff. We're not going to continue with Bag of the Trash. We're going to do one more thing real quick right before we leave. We are going to bring back start, bench, cut. 3 running backs who have had an amazing season thus far. I know it's only been 2 weeks, but 3 running backs that have won your fantasy leagues or lost your fantasy leagues. 3 guys that had amazing games these last couple of weeks. But the options are Christian McCaffrey, Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones. I definitely made it hard for you on purpose. Decap, I want to start with you. I know you're going to break it down to maybe easily for the guys to help themselves, but who you start and who you bench and who you cut.
Starting Derrick regardless of
anything. That's kind of easy.
He is the fucking king. The bench is Christian McCaffrey, and I'm cutting Aaron Jones. It's very, very simple. Johnny, eat a dick.
All right, Johnny, who you got since he called you out?
I'm starting Derrick Henry.
Mm-hmm.
I'm benching CMC.
Mm-hmm.
I'm cutting Jones.
Okay. Kev, who you got? Start, bench, cut, Drew. CMC, Aaron Jones, Derrick Henry.
A little redundant at this point, but definitely Derrick Henry, because Derrick Henry, if he was just a solid power back, I would put CMC first and then him, but he can do it all. So if I got a guy that can do it all, it's going to be Derrick Henry first and then CMC. But under any other circumstance, it's the other way around. It's still kind of Aaron Jones. There's a lot of inconsistency with Aaron Jones.
All right. Drew, this is perfect for you because you missed half of it. Who you start and who you bench and who you cut.
You said CMC, Aaron
Jones, and Derrick Henry. 3 guys that had great the last 2 weeks have been pretty good for them.
All right, so I'm starting Derrick Henry. I'm benching CMC, cutting Aaron Jones.
But, all right, just to be different, because again, this was off cuff, and I just wanted to have some fucking fun. I think everybody would agree. I'm going to be a little different. I'll start CMCC because he can catch and run the football. I know Derrick Henry can't catch a little bit, but I like the versatility. I will bench Derrick Henry, and I will cut.
Didn't Derrick Henry have like the most catches in a game that he's had this week or last week?
This season. I'm just doing it to be different.
Let me remix this start bench cut. Starting with you, Kev. Antonio Gibson, Ezekiel Elliott, Saquon Barkley.
Ooh, I like this. Let's keep it going. Let's do a little. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, start with you, Kev.
First of all, I'm cutting Zeke. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Zeke, bro. I'm dead ass. I gotta cut Zeke. I don't know what's going on with him. Even his touches is fucked up right now. Like Pollard goes off for this game, and then shake your head all you want. Y'all seen what happened this week. You're talking about based on the season right now. Then I'm not gonna be biased. It would be Gibson. Then it would be my man 50 grand. John's mad. I'm sorry, bro. Love you, man.
So you bench it. So to be clear, you're starting Gibson. You're cutting Zeke, and you're benching Saquon.
Exactly.
All right, John. What you got?
Nigga, I'm sorry, my man, Saquon.
Okay.
Duh.
Decap, where you going?
Nigga.
Starting Antonio.
I'm starting Antonio and I'm cutting the other 2. Nigga. Fuck
yeah, but you got to bench one of them.
I'm benching Zeke then.
All right, cool. Durant, who you got?
Nah, same as Cap. Starting Antonio Gibson, benching Zeke, cutting Saquon.
And I'm going to follow that too. I will start Antonio. I will cut Barkley, and I will bench Zeke. As far as versatility is concerned.
I want an OSA post of the start bench cut with those 3 on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right, let's wrap this episode up. It's gone long enough. Let's go for our real lock it in bold predictions. We always start with our guy Drew. Drew, go for it. What is your bold prediction of the week?
Aaron Donald's gonna get 2 sacks on the GOAT.
Oof, I like that. I actually like that a lot. Johnny, you go next.
My man, Danny Dimes goes for 300 plus passing yards, no turnovers.
Oh, they're playing the Falcons, right?
Falcons, yeah.
Yeah, that's possible.
Possible.
Oh, you said no turnovers? You said no turnovers?
Yeah, I said no turnovers.
Oh, no,
I think the 300 yards is easy against the Falcons defense. So I had to.
Yeah, but turnovers ain't. Turnovers is also easy for Danny Dimes.
That's why
it comes off natural to him. That's like a second. That's a skill he has. You know how in Madden everybody has like a special power. Like when you you hit a certain level. Danny Dimes' his special power is turnovers.
Yo, he fumbles and throws interceptions at the worst times himself.
Decap, what's your real bold prediction? Because you had like 100 this episode. So let's call it your real one.
My real bold prediction is the Packers lose and Aaron Rodgers gets traded.
The Packers lose, Aaron Rodgers gets traded.
And
that's insane.
To the Colts. You can put him in the coach.
To the Colts. Okay. Kevin. Mr. Jet.
My man's Saquon will have over 100 rushing yards and at least 1 touchdown.
Okay.
Because it's possible.
Just help me out here real quick, guys. Will that, if he does that, would that be Saquon's first touchdown of the year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. My quick bold prediction. I'm done going crazy. I'm done overthinking it. I'm done overdoing it. I'm done being very, very specific. All I want this week, and it's not even a bold prediction. I want something to go right for me this week.
Jets win.
Just a Jets W. Just an easy, quick Jets win. Thank you, Drew. All right. And that is our episode. Thank you to Decap for coming out. Shout out to Dev for being on his 2-year anniversary. DQ, we knew you weren't going to show up. Maybe you'll show up next week. You already know what this is. You got me, you got Johnny, you got Kev, you got Mr. My name is Andrew. I'm sorry. My name is Andrew.
You only introducing Cap.
We got Andrew. Listen, man, we've been doing this for 2 seasons now, going on 3. I don't even know what episode this was. I did not say that at the top. It is what it is. If anybody knows what it is, please let us know. Write in the comments. We had a lot of fun today.
I really don't know what episode this is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I got you, though.
But either way, thank you guys for coming. Thank you for joining. This has been the Shit Show episode 4. Make sure you do the right thing. Like, comment, subscribe.
Season 2, episode 23.
Ooh. Overall,
73.
73. All right. So this was episode 73. We're done. Somebody's got to do my line. I'm gonna like Decap. What do we always say when we get out of here?
I got you.
We out.
We out.